Frankie, we've got 3 R family Macs today on BoxMac. I'm gonna rotate you towards me now so I can see you a little better. So, Frankie, we're doing something unusual and different. This is BoxMac Quarantine Edition, I guess?
Yeah, business continuity activated.
Trying to provide you with continued excellent content in these troubled new times.
We avoided this particular solution, but it's gone on long enough, we feel we should give it a try.
We didn't want to go down this route. I mean, Frankie put together some excellent best of clips, but we do still have a kitchen. I do still have the chef's outfit. So I can actually cook macaroni and cheese on my stove. The only difference is Frankie is not here and there's just one camera because I only have one camera and it's pointed just at me.
I've got a camera set up on me. The GH4 is here. You have audio equipment. I have audio equipment. I get to enjoy BoxMac out in the sun.
Yeah, that's very nice. I mean, it's a nice day out there. Isn't it a little chilly?
No, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
But there's a slight disadvantage, Frankie. You do not get to try the macaroni and cheeses.
Right. Nina and I had discussed, is there like a cheat for that? But there's just not.
What I will attempt to do is during the tasting phase, I will try to pretend that I am Frankie and evaluate them as if I were.
So you're going to try to approximate how I normally evaluate Mac?
Yes, I'm not going to be that good at it. Honestly, you have your own unique Mac reviewing style that is distinct and different from mine. So why don't we take a look at the Macs that we have today? I think we unboxed these on unboxing 32.
Our family dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs! I love a good dinosaur. I like this whole R family sequence.
Yeah, we're going to do an R family show?
Oh yeah. Deluxe mac and cheese dinner mix, a spirals, and the one that I'm frankly most excited about, which is dinos and cheese. Dinos and cheese. This is dinos and cheese. You get the idea. They're macaroni and cheeses. You've seen them before.
Do you remember that we tried one of the R Family Deluxes on the unboxing and we thought it was excellent?
Actually, I did not remember it, but I did go look at the Mac database before this and saw that we did, and that we did like it.
4 cheese. It's super good.
It's very good. Very creamy.
Right? This is like a great deluxe mac and cheese. I don't know where you get it, but if you come across Our Family, pick up a box. Well, so I'm jealous. You're gonna have 3 R families all to yourself.
Conveniently shooting approximately at my lunchtime. So I am going to overindulge in macaroni and cheese today, and I hope they're all delicious so I have a nice lunch. Otherwise, there's just gonna be a lot of Mac directly into the trash, which would just be extra sad in these quarantine times.
What was it like to have to be the EJ today and set up all the camera equipment?
It was a little bit of a trip down memory lane, especially doing audio too. I had to rummage through the audio equipment that I have available. I'm using a mic pack that is actually no longer legal in the US. It uses frequencies that are unallocated for that purpose. It was fun to get all the equipment out and get it all set up and get going.
Does it feel extra stupid to put on the chef's costume when you're the only one in the house?
I put on the chef's costume for the fans and a little bit for you. I think it's fine. It kind of brings me into the BoxMac spirit. Normally, I kind of detest this chef's costume, but at the moment, I'm kind of feeling like, we're back to some sense of normalcy. There's BoxMac in the world.
I've also been told that people are going back and watching old Junt's carts just to remember what it's like to be out in public.
I really miss shopping. I have not been out of the house in literally 4 weeks. I mean outside. I've enjoyed nature and the burgeoning of spring. However, I took one drive out and around and didn't go anywhere just to keep the battery charged on the car, and that's it.
You're getting 1 month to the gallon?
Yes. The water is already roiling here. I think you can see the steam plumes behind me.
Yeah, that's the only evidence I have from this vantage point.
I mean, I can minimally adjust your angle. Let's see. You can sort of see the stove now.
I see the stove and I see a lot of you.
Yes. Now I suspect you see nothing but me.
I see, false graph. I remember false graph.
I haven't bought a new piece in many months, since last year. I was thinking about buying a new piece that I don't have, which is a 12-inch super plate for extra huge meals. Definitely something I need. I gotta get these Macs in or we're just gonna be screwed over here.
A plate for extra huge meals would be handy for today since you're eating our entire family.
Indeed. I am trying to eat the entire family.
As things royal, you could bring us over to the pantry and tell us about that.
Oh, sure. I can do that. I'm not gonna do audio because it'll feed back if I do, okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear me via phone? Okay, now hopefully you can hear me with just phone audio.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, while the royal is going here, and look, I can take a bit of a selfie shot with the roiling Macs. Ooh, royal. Yeah, okay. In the meantime, why don't we go take a look at the current state of my pantry? I have just finished reorganizing it. 4 weeks since shopping. I'm gonna go shopping soon. Do I need anything at all?
You're gonna go to Market Basket?
Yeah, even though, you know, it's a stressful proposition. So this is the state of the Junt pantry. Baking materials up here, Crisco and cake mixes and flour, individual cakes.
Nice.
Then down here we've got soups, broths, the pasta archives, not show pasta, this is just John Hunt pasta, some ramen back there. Jarred goods, got some relish there, some cooking wine, weird jarred meats. So I think I'm doing pretty good on the supplies.
I'm pretty sure a month ago you said like, you know, this should get me through about 4 weeks.
I set it out this way: 4 week comfortable without any additional shopping. 6 week satisfactory. 8 week is critical. There are some things that are definitely starting to run out. Milk's gonna end this week. I still have a decent supply of meat. I'm running a little low on butter, you know, things like that. And no fresh fruit left. Everything fresh is kind of gone.
We've been supermarket shopping, you know, probably 4 times since it all went down. You find yourself eating better or eating worse?
Worse, because the fresh fruit has all dried up. All I have left is like a couple of apples, and I've been working through those. Yeah, I'm not eating quite as well as if I shopped every week and was able to get fresh stuff for salads and whatnot.
You miss eating out?
Oh yeah, and just going like to Ocean State Job Lot to browse around, you know, buy some junk. I have been buying more stuff on eBay for my computer lab, getting that in really nice shape. So that's been kind of keeping me busy and interested, plus work, of course.
We're both very lucky to remain employed.
Indeed we are. If I was unemployed, I think my days would just go completely kind of haywire eventually.
Yeah, for me, it's really quite normal in a lot of ways because I am surrounded at least by my family. And I feel very fortunate that I get to be around them so often right now. In the case of little Gloria, she is working from home with me 3 out of 5 days. And those days are really, really rough.
I mean, I bet. I mean, she needs attention, you know?
Having a toddler sit through your meetings and expect them to like just watch television all day. We try to get outside on the nice days, but actually the weather's not been great.
Yeah, it's been a lot of rain around here.
Here's the thing that I really regret. We have plenty of yard, as you can see behind me. We never bought Gloria a play set.
I mean, she loves to play outside. Whenever we've gone to the playground together, and she loves it.
So we decided that now was certainly the time. In 3 weeks, behind me, Eastern Jungle Gym is the company.
Eastern Jungle Gym.
They're the manufacturer anyway. There's like a patio place in our town. I went there yesterday in a mask and was like, you got any playgrounds?
They're still open? They're an essential business?
There's like just as many cars on the road as ever, at least where we live. All the obvious stuff is closed, but I think there's a little bit of a big wink that like, I think a lot of places are more or less open. Like I went to Five Guys yesterday and the place was just packed with people.
Really?
Yeah, having no tables just meant there were a lot more people standing around waiting for the food.
I've been taking the quarantine fairly seriously.
For those who don't know, I thought I had it. I joked on a Junt's cart that I had it in January, and it turned out that was relevant. Not accurate, but relevant. But I think I might have had COVID-19.
What?
I came back from that water park and I had a fever and a respiratory thing, and it lasted for like 5 weeks.
That would have been pretty early, though.
So, yeah, it was like January.
Did you have a fever?
Yeah.
You should get tested.
Turns out that I had walking pneumonia.
Yep.
That was untreated. It came back one day, a couple weeks ago, in the form of fever, cough, shortness of breath, all the things that are COVID symptoms. Nina, being a hospital worker, her work rushed us in there to get mostly her tested. They only cared about testing me as it related to her. They tested for strep flu, did a chest x-ray, did labs, did everything. Yeah, it turned out I had a developing pneumonia in my lung and negative for COVID. So Nina and I both have done the COVID test. It wasn't so bad. It was just a quick, uncomfortable moment in your nose.
I'm processing the Macs here. Sorry, that's why you're not seeing much of me on your screen. The noodles I tasted quite good out of these.
Did you salt them adequately?
I did pre-salt the water.
I would apologize for not being able to be there and to help, but it's really nothing new.
Aside from your physical presence in the kitchen and maybe asking you to stir some things, the process doesn't actually feel that different.
I don't know why, John. For years, you insisted that I couldn't do this from home. You said, no, that physical touch is important. Well, at least come in for meetings. You told me these things.
Yeah, I did tell you these things.
Was there like a lot of people at your company that found the transition difficult?
Everybody's actually improving at it. You know, it's a skill you can learn and work on.
It calls a lot of things into question.
Have you had to like solve any urgent infrastructure problems or anything?
Yeah, but I have a couple staff members who were kind of dying for the excuse.
My workplace has actually said that no one from Massachusetts may enter the facility. period.
Yeah, makes sense.
But before that, I was going up every Monday to water my plants in the office. And I was enjoying that trip to just go up for an hour. I ended up like taking almost all of my plants out, huddling them together and running out of the building before someone notices.
We had been getting takeout pizza from Nick's Pizza in our town, which is easily our favorite.
Yep.
And we watched Nick's increasingly add barriers to the process from like, you can still come in and get takeout to putting like tables in the way of the register and stuff, all the way to like, you have to pay over the phone and we'll come out and bring it to you, to finally just closing.
Yeah, I heard that they were shutting down. They kind of gave it up, but they held on for a little while.
What would you wear for a face mask if you needed a face mask?
You know, I was actually thinking, I don't remember when, but a viewer sent us in these cloths, these Japanese cloths.
Oh yeah, the tenge. A piece of dyed cotton cloth.
You can use it as a wiping tool for glasses. You don't wear glasses. You can use it in a kitchen as like a dishcloth. It's got all kinds of Japanese words on it. That was really cool.
I just find it weird that it's like we sell cloth and you can use it for all kinds of cloth things.
You can use it for things you'd use cloth for. They're kind of the perfect shape to fold once and then half again and make into a face mask. Since I don't have a lot of free cloth around, but these are actually, I have one in the kitchen now, I actually use it all the time. I'm actually pretty excited because all of these look really good and I would never cook 3 boxes of mac for myself. Never. So right here we have the Deluxe, which looks very nice. Spirals, and they look quite tasty. And our Dinos, which I will say the pasta has held up very well. I'm gonna start off with the spirals. They have the most orange color. Let's try them out. Very good cheese flavor. A little bit of separation of the oil from the butter. Very cheesy, strong cheese flavor. If you were here, Frankie, you would enjoy this mac quite a bit. I think you would also comment on the strength of the cheese flavor and how the spirals didn't really detract from the overall experience, even though they're kind of small and wimpy.
So, best spirals you've ever had?
Certainly up there. They have really good texture. They're a lot better quality than some of the other spirals that I've had in the past. These have some good like kind of bite to them. All right, I'm gonna try the Deluxe next. It's good. It's a little on the sour side for me. I don't think that you would call it sour. Compared to the other one, it's not as strongly cheesed, but it does have a really solid cheese flavor. Any questions on either of the macaroni and cheeses so far?
Do you think you'll finish them?
Oh yes. So far the spirals are really good. The Deluxe is gonna probably be like the if I'm still hungry kind of thing, or I may save it for another night. But let me try the Dinos here. It's obviously the same cheese as the spirals, but the spirals are honestly holding the cheese better than the Dinos. There's not enough small holes to really capture that cheese. Still a very good mac. I will absolutely enjoy it, but I think that the spirals is my favorite out of this bunch.
That's how we know it's the end times, when spirals are your favorite in a lineup.
Can I divulge a little secret, a little communique? My house supply of macaroni and cheese is running real low, but there's a whole haul of Macs there. And it has been tempting to just say, I'll just take this one. I have not indulged, but today I have, and with full authority.
Well, it was a good experiment. It seemed to have more or less worked.
Yeah, in a way. I think not having you taste the Macs is the weirdest part of it.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I can imagine. I've got this plate and 3 pots filled with tasty Mac here.
If the outside air continues to be inhospitable for life for several more months, we'll certainly try to do this again.
I'm sure as we evolve, we can refine this process as well and make it all the much better for the viewers at home.
Well, we'll see you next time. We don't know what's coming up next on BoxMac.
We don't know what's coming up. We don't know when's coming up. We don't know nothing, no mo.
Son, you all right? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
There's still a few more fish inside.
This boy is a hero.
This boy is under arrest.
What are you doing?
I'm making microphones.
Yeah, you're setting up the audio? Do you have pack B?
I'm the princess.
Check, 1, 2.